And welcome back to another edition of Raw at 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate. Another huge show today. We're just now a few weeks away from WrestleMania. It's finally here. Big show. We've got all of the build up to the huge matches such as Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley, and plenty more, so let's get straight into it. Raw starts off with a short segment from Drew McIntyre saying he's going to beat Lashley. Then the Hurt Business are in the ring, and Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin got beat up by Bobby Lashley, and for some reason they've broken up the bloody Hurt Business. Why? There was literally no reason. Lashley was just angry and did it. Honestly, oh my god, this goddamn company, why would you do that? They were furious backstage, and then we went into Riddle versus Sheamus. The two traded submission moves early on before after the break. Sheamus hit a white noise on the apron, then an Alabama slam before Riddle managed to kick out. Riddle hit a knee before Sheamus hit his own one and picked up the win. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. It was okay. Fine match, fine result. Riddle attacked Sheamus after the match and sent him outside, hinting at a possible heel turn. And then backstage, AJ Styles and Omos were staring down Drew McIntyre, and that was all okay, before Shane McMahon was out with Elias and Jackson Riker, and they were going on about Braun Strowman, saying how bad he was at school and stuff, before Strowman came out, took down Riker, and he had a match with Riker. Strowman sent Riker to the floor and then took his opponent out with a signature shoulder tackle. Braun hit a running power slam to pick up the win. After the match, Braun went after Shane and Elias, but Shane ran away. However, Braun turned the tables and got on the mic. He announced that he would face Shane at a steel cage match at Mania, 5 out of 10. The Miz and Morrison dropped a crappy new track before Miz was annoyed by Bad Bunny, and that was basically that segment. Randy Orton was backstage angry at Fiend, and then we got Lashley versus Shelton Benjamin. Lashley started off strong. Cedric distracted Lashley slightly before Lashley eventually got in a hurt lock and sealed a pretty easy win. 4 out of 10. Once again, why the fuck did you break these people up? What the fuck are you doing? The New Day then did a bit of a funny game show, really. Omos wasn't taking part, so therefore the New Day run. AJ Styles and Xavier Woods then had a match which was short-lived. Omos got in the way before Woods hit a dive back on Raw after a break. AJ took a DDT but managed to kick out. Woods went up and top, but Omos took him out, causing the DQ. Omos and AJ Styles destroyed the New Day, 5 out of 10 I suppose. Alexa Bliss was then doing one of her stuff backstage before we got Drew McIntyre kind of being a bit Haley in the locker room. What the fuck was this all about? Before we got Shayna Baszler versus Naomi. Baszler took Naomi to the mat right away with her trademark joint manipulation. Reginald was on the apron, Stings broke down, Dana and Mandy took out Lana, and Naomi got a roll up on Shayna to get the win, 4 out of 10. Just stop ruining Shayna Baszler, it's really not that difficult. Asuka and Rhea Ripley had a contract signing. Not a lot went down. Ripley said she would beat the title. Then Asuka and Nia and Shayna came out for some reason. I just don't even want to talk about it. Before we got Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre, because Ricochet answered the challenge. McIntyre tossed Ricochet around. Ricochet countered Drew with a dropkick before Drew countered his move and got Claymore for the win. Mustafa Ali attacked Drew afterwards. The match was back underway. Drew was on the back foot early on before he got a Glasgow kiss and hit the Claymore to get the win. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. McIntyre called on Lashley to finish the job before King Corbin rocked up. Lashley went for 2 submission moves and he ended the show on top. 6 out of 10. Why has Drew McIntyre suddenly gone heel? I really don't get it. But the matches were good. Overall, Raw this week gets 5 out of 10. This really wasn't a very good Raw. And it's even worse when you consider they're 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. This should be the highlights of your programming for the year. And, well, it's probably hard for it to be a low light given how bad Raw has been this year, but it certainly wasn't brilliant, so yeah. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and to follow you on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.